What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday afternoon if you're on my side of the world. If you're on the other side of the world, good evening and good morning to you. We're back here in City Skylines, back in Rivermoor. Um, Last stream, kind of put a lot of emphasis in growing our residential area. I gotta show you our map here, growing out this area here. I felt like it was pretty successful. Got a lot of homes in here, a little bit of detailing here and there, and really just spent a lot of time trying to maximize as much space as we had, using a few extra tools, kind of like move it, uh, ploppable growables or whatever, plop growables. So yeah, a lot of these homes are now level 5, level 4. Some of them have grown, some of them haven't. Some of them I kind of cheated and already zoned to 5, level 5 building. And then we also focused on our job market, and what else? Education. So we fitted a few more industrial buildings out here. Let's go ahead and do this crosswalk, so you don't need that. Also don't need a stoplight. Yeah, spent a lot of time out here. I'm pretty good about how it looks too. And for a small industrial sector, it's looking pretty good. It looks pretty decent. And traffic is flowing. We've got our own recycling center now. So now we are processing our own garbage. We no longer have garbage issues. Although now we've got waiting for hearse issue. But let's see, where is our thingamabob? Here we go. Let's move that elsewhere. I say we put that over here. Let's just plop it right over here. A little bit more storage capacity there. There you go. So that way we can leave this area just for commercial, and you know, we got an office building right here, and we've got the water tower, which I did have to bump up the our budget just because we had hit our max in terms of how much water that tower can process and how much water this other one can process. So I think we're gonna switch this one up. We're gonna change the location. So let's go ahead and delete that real quick, and then let's hop into our water system here. We can use one of these regular water towers, but I think we use the French one again. And I say we put it out here. Let's see, where would be a good spot? At the school there. Let's say we put it right over here. Actually, let's see, you can't really see in that view. I think this area is going to need its own. So let's see, that's the high school, I believe, right? Primary school. We got the high school and the welfare office. We can put it right over here somewhere on this side of the welfare office. Let's see, how would that look? Honestly, it's just gotta be here for a little bit. Actually, is there another one? 24,000. Upkeep's a lot lower. This water tower offers a lot more. Let's go with this one. This one doesn't have a noise impact. So got that. Let's speed this up a little bit. Alright, so we can drop our water. So that way we're not hemorrhaging money. Drop it to about 120. Oh, we can go even lower. Let's do it. Real quick, before we actually hop in what we're going to be doing tonight. Drop it down to 100. Yeah, we're good on water. Looking really good. All right. So we got that. Something else. Garbage management. Doing fantastic here. Processing speed is pretty good. Can't complain there. Let's see. We've got electricity. We are bringing electricity from outside. So once we get Woodland Acres going, I do want to work on that because I want to make our specialized industrial area a little cleaner. And I also want to look into getting our own source of electricity and possibly even selling it out to neighboring cities just to make some money or some more money. We're making a ton of money right now. Let's see, bear with me here. All right. So yeah, electricity we're good, water we're good, healthcare, it's all right. Healthcare we're okay. Average health, 58%. So we'll have to look into what we could do about improving our citizens' health. Fire hazards. Yeah, it's interesting how I can't. Oh, you know what? Because that pedestrian path doesn't have access to vehicles. So we'll have to work on that. And disaster control, we don't use that because we don't have natural disasters here. Police is fine. Admin, that's those welfare offices. So far, it's okay. It's okay at this time. Education. Now, not really worried about getting education out in the industrial park. It's not really our concern here. Um, College, we're doing okay. High school, we're doing okay. Elementary school, we're doing okay. We've got plenty of capacity now after last episode. So we got 2 bus lines that are being used quite frequently, actually. So this one, buses are pretty full. Speed this up, see how many people are actually waiting. So there's still about 62 passengers left behind. So let's bump that up to, I think adding 1 more vehicle should be enough. What about this color? Purple? There we go. 164 passengers, 174. Where is this? Okay. So now we could probably change the bus up. If we look at the type of vehicle we're using. So let's highlight this line. These buses have a capacity of 80, so we could use a coach bus. I think the luxury bus holds a lot less, so that may not be an option. Yeah, it's a ton of people waiting for the bus. I think I might have to add a 7th bus. Because this one that's coming is already half full. Just about half full. Yeah, it just fills right up. Still have about 110 people waiting. Okay, 28. That's a little better, but still have a bus that's pretty far away. We already have another 35 passengers. So let's see. Just kind of watch and see what happens. Just the one additional bus may suffice. 80 waiting, 10 waiting. Here comes the other bus. I think we might be okay. I do want to retime this street light. It seems it's taking a little long for traffic to get through there. All right. 0 passengers waiting. We're down to 2. Good enough. 6. All right. That's looking good. Kind of want to check the other line. Oh, I think we might be okay. 67 passengers. How many people are getting off here? Oh, more got on. Hopefully they're getting off at this next stop. Ooh, okay, this one, the stop, or this line could use another bus. Alright, so let's go ahead and select this line. We'll do 6 vehicles as well. And then let's drop the ticket price down to 8. I kind of want people to be able to use the lines. I want to encourage use of public transit more. Which, I don't know, might be a bad thing. Harlan, what's going on, man? We are focusing on Spooner Street today. So I did a few things off stream. I'm sorry. I did this off stream. I should have waited. I couldn't. Made a little kind of a business district out here. Let's see. Car shouldn't be parking there. There you go. And then let's see. Can't get through there. Let's see if we can fix that. More path. There you go. Just had to trick that a little bit. But yeah, I created this little corner here that's got some mixed commercial, residential. Mess with the surfaces a little bit. Oh, shoot. Oh, that happened. What was here? Oh, boy. Y'all remember what was there? Shoot. Oh, is this type of building? Okay. So let's grab that. Let's grab you. Turn snapping off. Oh, we gotta do this all over again. Snap to the street. There we go. And then we remove the fence. Let's do all of that. There you go. Now, I'm trying to remember how I selected this paint scheme here. Alright. This one. Nope, not quite. Let's see. options. Activates the color painter tool. I want to get rid of that wingbacks sign. Anywho, what was I doing? What was I doing? Oh yeah, color. Color. Matching color variation. Just that. Alright, we'll have to finagle this a little bit. A little darker. A little more on this side. Needs a little bit bluer. A little darker. A little grayer. A little lighter. I think that's close enough. Oops. Yeah, I think that's close enough. We're good there. And then we'll add a little bit of shrubbery here. Where are we? There you go. Just add one of these guys here. Oh, I was not expecting that person to walk right through the bush. But it's okay. We'll just, we'll look past that. We're good. We're good. It's okay. Alright, let's planters. Let's go ahead and find, there we go. Aerial view there. Plop one there. Whoop. Damn it. Damn it. Oh my god, go away. Alright, plop that there. And then let's get a few benches here. Campground bench. Now let's do garden bench. Garden bench there. Garden bench here. Garden bench there. There we go. A little trash bin over on actually recycling. Now, really not gonna find this in Japan. I don't really have garbage bins like this outside for good reasons. Keeps the area cleaner. Center that a little bit. There we go. Click off of that. Ah, that looks nice. There you go. Let's do the same thing over here. Actually, why don't we select you? Oh, shoot. There, and there. We'll copy that. Wonder if this will work. No. Do toolbox. I could have sworn there was a way to copy this. Yeah, alright. Well, I guess not. Sure there is. Is it time for Spooner Island trams? Ooh, maybe. But not yet. Let's finish growing out Spooner Island, then we can figure out where we're gonna put all this stuff. Yeah, Spooner Island could use its own tram. Honestly, I think the tram would be a little bit more efficient than the buses are. TBH. we go. Some good. Little green space there. Got a little parklet here. Got some more green space. I lost one of my buildings back here. I think it was one of... Oh, no, I had two buildings side by side. Let's see. GP 3 by 2. I can fit one of these in here. Let's get rid of that for now. We'll bring that back. It's got a lot of parking or storefront. Alright, let's place it and let's mess with it a little bit. Alright, so that's what that looks like. Let's go ahead and pull that forward. Right up to the edge there. Now, gonna want to delete the fencing, so we'll select all of that kind. Delete that. I say we delete the surface as well. Then we'll put in our own little custom surface. Hey, what's up, Azeri? Yesterday you popped off. Yeah, it was kind of nice seeing, I don't think that was yesterday, I think it was a few days ago, but yeah, it was kind of nice having, what was it, I think 83 viewers at once? So that was kind of nice. Thanks for stopping by, though. And thanks for hitting that like button, folks. Looks like we got a few likes on stream so far today. Alright, let's grab that surface here. We'll extend this out. Get it up to right about there. Make that 90 degrees here. There you go. We got a lot of surfaces here. But, oh, in the end, it's the same. Alright. I kind of don't like how this building just kind of blocks all the light. Oh, shoot. So, let's remove zoning there. We'll figure out what we'll do with that space. But yeah, it was pretty dark. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it airy. I think we can find something that'll fit in here. Let's see. Dog park. That's definitely not going to fit. Oh, a small playground would work. Yeah. Gotta have some for little kids. Yeah. Color Plaza. Whoa. This would be sick. Actually, right behind the college, maybe? That would be good. I don't know why Magnolia is turned like that. We'll fix that. Change that up. As we continue growing this area out a little bit. Alright, I say we put one of these little parks in here. Where we at? Little mini park. There you go. And we'll just scooch these, what's it called? Surfaces out. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Got four different textures here. So let's split this up a little bit. Let's grab our net lane hedge. Start off here. Actually, let's do a short hedge. Turn zoning, or turn that off. That. There we go. So that way it breaks it up a little bit. You don't really see the changes as much. Fix that there. There we go. That's looking good. I dig that. Let's see if we could change that pinkish color. Oh. A little lighter. Just to kind of match the other building. There you go. Oh, that changed this one too. Interesting. Is that going to change them all? Whoops. Alright, let's lock. Let's make sure these buildings are locked so they don't grow any larger. There we go. Awesome. Kind of dig that. And heck, why don't we put a sign up top? So I know we've got signage, props, commercial props. Yep. Nope, not quite. Oh, here we go. Branding and billboards. For large sign. Billboard. That didn't work. I wonder if there. I think we've got realistic ones. Let's try to see if we can find some. Meaty bits. Neckbeard Mike's Comics. I like that. Nonsense Vintage? What's that? I know we've got the realistic billboards too. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. I think I've got a McDonald's one actually. Billboard huge. That's not a. Oh, wait a tick. I think we can get this onto. Get that on the billboard. So if we get billboard large. Alright. So let's get that. So we'll put it right here. Okay. Then get a large one. I don't know if it's gonna stick to the thing here. Ah, small city. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. Ooh, brewery. That should entice people to come in. Is there a fire or is it raining? Oh my god, there's a fire. I guess I can't get it to stick. There's no fire department. Yeah, I don't think I have a fire station on this side. As long as they put it out. So that's our signature building. That's Spooner's Books. Let's see. Let's get back to our billboards. It'd been cool to get this to fit on. Ooh, okay. Wait a sec. You might like this one. Oh, but that's gonna be on the side of the building. Oh, that's cute. I like that. Shoot. Um, Bad Bugs Hostel. Jeez. Billboard large. I think these are gonna be my only options. These other ones. So, all right. I say let's pick one and let's just roll with it. Woven wool. All right, we'll do that. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Kind of goes with the color motif anyway. There we go. Coming across to see that billboard. Oh, I'm gonna go to woven wool. Alright. And we had some buildings that had just bare sides. So I say we'll kind of work on finding that a little later. So earlier off stream I was playing with a few different textures, kind of changing up the colors of the roofs, because remember a few streams ago I did mention how bright these roofs are, and it just, when it hits that time of day, just, it's a little blinding. So kind of going over here, let's go into, I mean we could do a bunch of decals and do that, but we also have the option of using rust for just like crumbling wall looking things. This Pulp Fiction one's really cool. That's pretty awesome. Jurassic Park? What? What is this? Friday Night Thunder, All or Nothing? Ah, there we go. This is kind of what I was looking for. So you got the 10-meter ones. Ooh, I've also got these from Sully. Yeah, let's look at these. Kind of want to look at the darker colors though. Yeah, it's like this one. Or this one actually. Let's choose this one. So we're going to be placing these down every few meters or so. And it's really just to make the roofs a little darker. It's just way too bright. There you go. Let's scooch this one over. There you go. And we'll move this up, try to find the spot that works. It's gotta be more like right there. Close enough. There we go. Close enough. Do this one here too. Dang. Close enough. Alright. Yeah, hopefully it didn't go over the edge too much. Looks like, I colored a little bit. That's fine. But it adds some nice texture to the roof. I think it looks pretty neat. It works. I dig it. But, yeah, it's actually not looking too bad now that the weather's changed, but I do have these big old spots here. So the same thing over here. A little too dark there. Yeah, let's try this one. There we go. There we go. There we go. And last few, we'll use smaller one. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think it's even the color of the buildings too that just seem a little too light. I think that helps quite a bit. Same thing here. Let's darken this up a bit. Make that a little bit brown. There you go. Now it feels a little better. Kyle, what's going on? New Cities Remastered player, and I've been watching your old build videos for a few years. From a few years ago for tips. Yeah, you know, I was actually kind of thinking about going back onto my PlayStation and playing Remastered again. Um, it's totally different than CS2. I'm really gonna have to get used to playing that again. I haven't played on a controller in a long time. I've gotten so used to mouse and key. It's just crazy. It's so much easier. At least for this sort of game, right? Mouse and key on City Skylines makes life a lot easier. It's funny how this park doesn't have the homeless encampment like the other parks do. Yeah, cool. I mean, Spooner Island's looking pretty darn good. I do want to add or modify this road. So what we'll do is using the road editor tool, use this as a template, and we're going to add a vehicle. those cars. Delete that. Let's do trams and vehicles. And then I don't think the pedestrian direction matters, really. On your shoulder, unexpected behavior. Now we're good. I wonder if that is going to force them to just walk in one direction. We'll see. Oh yeah, it will. Dang, that sucks. Alright, well, what we can do... it's going to be interesting. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. But... sheesh. There we go. I think that's for vehicles. I think vehicles are going to go that way. Here. Do I want the vehicle on the inside or the outside? We'll keep the vehicle on the outside. Then let's go ahead and grab this. Let's turn all our snaps back on. Let's flip that around. There we go. Yeah, Kyle, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out those old videos. I kind of missed some of those builds. Like one of the ones that I really enjoyed was in regular City Skylines, so just the regular PS4 edition. Shoot, which one was it? I swear I had the K-Town and all that. Let's see, playlists, PS4 edition. Was it Rockwood? Shoot, I don't remember. I think it might have been Rockwood. Oh, K-Town. Yeah, what city was this? Let's see. Oh, this was New Fryfield. Wow. Sheesh. Oh man, that was a long time ago. When was this? 2 years ago. Yeah, it's right around when I started streaming. About 2 years ago. No, wait, that can't be right. When did I start streaming? 2022. Yeah, 2022. So what was the first game that I uploaded? I believe it was Ghost of Tsushima. Excuse me, Ghost of Tsushima. Which I actually haven't played that in a while either. Defeating Part 1. Back on track. Let's do it by date. February 2022. February 2022. That was. Oh, right. It's February 1st, 2022. Oh, February 4th, 2022. That was my first ever stream. So I've been doing this for 3 years already. It feels like it's been going a little slow. But, it's fine. I know I've been uploading a lot less recently just because work has been busy. But, yeah. Looking forward to doing this more often. It's just a matter of timing, really, is what it all comes down to. Alright, so we've got that pedestrian path that continues on out. I do want to... I kind of want to add some more housing over on this side. And what better thing to do than put in some 3x2 buildings if it allows it. So I'll have to kind of manipulate this a little bit. Whoops. Nope, nope, nope. And we'll throw in a park right in between there. Throwing in there, throwing there, throwing there and there. Oh, actually, I think we need parking in this area. Parking is going to be super essential. Got the space there. Don't quite have the space there, but that can be a park. Oops. Square pocket park. There you go. Yeah, that works. Just put another one of these little parks. The urban pocket park. Yeah. That works. I think we fit another little parking spot right in here. Watching No Name Town videos in the background as I'm playing. Ooh, No Name. Oh, wow. I think that ended up becoming... Holy. That was remastered. I think that was the first remastered city that I made, where I did, right, I think it was the best downtown build where I did that crazy overpass. Shoot, where is that? I think that was when we finally named it Castleton. I think that's it. Yeah, I can't believe I actually got really good. I don't know. I felt like I got really good at building on console, and then built a PC, and then now I'm just lazy. Now I'm just lazy, and I just use Move It, mods, all that. It's kind of funny. I think we can benefit from a little parking spot right over here. Yeah, maybe not something that big. Just that one right there. Parking spot there, and then a little green space in here. Actually, I think we should put the parking spot over there. So let's scooch that over here. There we go. Actually, we're gonna have 2 parking spaces. Let's get rid of that. Sorry. Let's do a little path, little alleyway. And then turn off anarchy, because I don't want to ruin this. There we go. And then we're going to put the parking on this little road here. So we got that. And actually, I thought we would have been able to fit it here. Let's do this. Let's anarchy that in. We'll try to see if we can make that fit nicely. So let's rotate. Actually, it fits. What am I talking about? Just looks a little awkward because the two parking lots are now offset from each other. So that does look a little funky. Yeah, maybe I'll just do the single parking lot right here. Then let's put in some surfaces. I kind of want to use, there's not the grass one, but an industrial one. So like a ground surface, do riverbed base. Let's see how that looks. That's a little too rocky. A little too rocky. Ooh, the forestry one actually is pretty good. Because it just looks like mulch. Really. Yeah, that works. Forestry out here. Boom, boom, boom. That out to there. Bring that out to here. Dang it. Yeah, I think we'll just leave that there. There we go. Just add a little bit of depth and color to that. If that works. And there was a fence that I liked. Actually, let's see. Find that fence. There we go. It's this one here. Just that way you can prevent cars from driving off of the cliff there. Or off of into the, what's it called? Pedestrian path. There you go. Keep the vehicles locked into the vehicle spaces. Very nice. Although that light post being there is a little funky. So let's see if we can manipulate this a little bit. Move that a little bit closer this way. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. And then why don't we put a pathway in here? Where are we? We're here. There we go. And we'll just cover this up with a tree. Too big of a tree. Just plop that one there. There we go. Another one. Let's turn off anarchy real quick. Just want to make sure I can actually fit these in here. I know these will fit. There we go. Wild bush in there. Poplar tree. Yeah, we can fit a poplar there. Can't quite fit one there. Alright. Perfect. Now, I think this needs a street light. Do split phasing, exclusive pedestrian phase. Do 2 times there. There we go. There's a pedestrian phase, very nice. And let's see if we can change this back a little bit. Slow that down, bring this back here. And we'll scooch this back here. Scooch this on down. Such. Let's move this up a little bit here. Did that work? There we go. I think that looks okay. Although it gets a little weird here. Just got our lane connector tool. Let's remove all the unsafe turns. And then that's about as good as that's going to get. So just leave that as is. That looks like it's moving fairly well. Yeah, that's moving fairly well. Alright, not a fan of how this building filled in. So I think we might just refrain from having anything there and probably put in some more parking. Because again, parking is really difficult to come by in this area. So just anarchy that in. Probably move this around a little bit. That's about there. There you go, that looks nice. Then we'll do the same thing that we did on the other side with the fencing. Yeah, that's where people are walking. So just go right about there. There you go. See, don't want to cut them off there. And then let's just turn this into look how quickly that's filled up. Alright, surface, surface, surface. Let's do mossy. Ooh. Mossy surface. Actually, let's see how it looks. Might not even look good. Yeah, I don't like that. So do that. Clay paver. Let's see. Yeah, it looks good. Let's bring this out. I think this will hide well underneath the path. No, it won't. Alright. We will manipulate this. Let's turn angle off. I'm going to snap to the road here. I'm going to have to put a bunch of nodes. Hopefully, we'll have the same issue in CS2 as we did CS1 where we ran out of nodes. I don't know if y'all remember that. There we go. keep getting abandoned buildings. How do you prevent that? Well, you can look at and see what your demand is in each. What's it called? Oh my, what am I trying to say? Check and see what your demand is for each, for like residential, commercial, because that could be why you're getting abandoned buildings. Is there's just no demand to fill those buildings, so people are moving out or they're just not being occupied. So that's one thing you can check out. Could also be that it's too expensive for people to either live there or operate a business. So that could be another factor. People just can't afford to live there or work there or operate a business. There we go. Now it's safe. We've got fences. People shouldn't be falling out. Falling off. Yes, let's borrow that. We will snap onto... Whoa. I want fence. This wall to wall is what we're gonna get. Alright, we'll just do individual. Yeah, it'll be easier. There you go. Close enough. You don't have to look too closely. There you go. So making our way down this way. Not sure if we're gonna have before these buildings level up, let's lock them in. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock that in. Lock that in. I just don't want these to get too tall like the other buildings did. There we go. I think that looks good. So kind of going down this. Yeah, that looks good. I dig that. Kind of want to put a key wall in here though, or a retaining wall. I don't quite know the best course of action to do that. Now, if we try to put in a pier, I think that could work. I just don't know if I can modify this to... No, I can't. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it like that. Let's add a little bit of foliage. So we've got, I think it was the stamps, right? Decals, ground decals. That's a little patch of dirt. It's not really what I was looking for. Here we go, riverbed. that's kind of weak. Alright, maybe if we find surfaces, rock surfaces. Riverbed thin, riverbed thick. And that kind of looks okay. I think that looks alright. Let's do it. We'll bring it under as well. Since this is a surface, it won't really matter if put it over the other surfaces, at least the concrete surfaces, because it won't impact that at all. Or at least it shouldn't. Shouldn't impact it. A good spot to finish that off would be right around here. There you go. So we got that, and we've also got the gray bits here. I think that works okay. But let's see. One thing I really liked about CS1 is that there were like bush, like heavy bush, wild bush. Let's see, under US maybe, a wild green bush. Yeah, it's not really what I'm looking for. Whoa. Let's turn off anarchy. I don't know how I feel about the bushes being on the side like that. I don't know. We'll leave that alone for now. Not too sure how I feel about that. We'll see. All right, let's keep detailing this out a little bit here. Let's anarchy this in. There you go. And let's borrow this little fence here. Just a single one. Look from the top here. Let's see if we can get this locked in. There we go. And let's just do one of these. Actually, we'll do two of these. Let's do a wall of these. Honestly, oh, maybe not that fence. There you go. Keep people from falling in the river. There you go. Oh, gotta do our fence here too. So let's grab this. Yeah, there it is. Alright. Grab that. Lock that into place there. Uh-oh. I know what we could do. Let's just place these down first. We'll Control H everything back to the correct height that it needs to be at. Alright, so using our Move It tool, we'll select that, select that, Control H, and we'll click the road, or the parking lot there, and we've selected that height. Beautiful. All right. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's see if we can fit a few of these in here. There you go. Don't look too close. Not striving for perfection here. Alright. It's looking pretty good. Got a nice little waterfront there. Got some more parking facilities, which we are in desperate demand of here. If we look at our parking monitor, failed parking, we've got quite a bit. I think the one that's doing the best is Heartland Industry because it's all workplaces, but Spooner Island, we're kind of suffering here. Kind of suffering here because we're full here, we're full here, full here. Don't really have many parking facilities, and all these roads are packed as well. And I can't really use that road or this road here. Let's continue detailing this. Let's turn that off. Let's grab our, nope, not that tool. Use the manipulation mode. And let's just pull this back a little bit here. This back a little bit as well. This back a little bit. There you go. Lane connector tool. Let's remove unsafe. There you go. You know what we could do here? I wonder if I have the asymmetric road tool. Let's select that. It's going to mess up our bushes. So I wonder if I turn snapping off. Probably make it look a little less funky. Yeah, let's try that. Yeah, street lights now. Let's get rid of those. Really need street lights here. Just a mutual understanding of who should go when and who shouldn't go. So let's get rid of that crossing there. We'll leave that crossing there. Or actually, let's add it over here. So that way the vehicles can just turn without having to worry about hitting a passenger or a pedestrian. And this should be able to go straight. I don't know why. Let's see. Lane connector tools, check that again. Alright, there we go. Perfect. This area is looking really nice. I dig this. I think we should put like a gazebo in here or something. It's looking a little bare. Tripper gazebo. Let's do a better gazebo. There we go. One in there, put one here. There we go. Taking these little parks that we made here. Let's go back in here, add trees. And add a few lindens around here. Add a flower bush too. Actually, we can do flower bushes on here. Just like that. Yeah. A little bit more, a little fuller. You see what I mean about these buildings though? Looking super light. Let's see. That's not it. Oh, see, I don't want to change all of them. I think this is what I was looking for. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. There we go. And that shouldn't be as brown. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. Just a little color kind of breaks up the very bright roofs. Roofs? Roof? Roofs? Roof. Yeah. Alright. Whoa. Let's fix that. So let's grab y'all. I think these are net lanes. Yeah. Interesting. Never seen that happen before. But I'll leave it alone. Looks interesting. Let's see. Let's see if we have any GP 2x2. 2x2 residential. Medium. There we go. See, I don't want anything tall. That's a little too tall. I think this will do. We could change the color up too. I really like these buildings, but I don't want it to be just commercial. And I accidentally made every single building that color. Oops. Oh well. this up a little bit more. There we go. Same thing out here. Let's lighten this one up a little bit. There we go. And we will make sure to lock that in place, lock that in place, lock that in place. Alright. It's looking good. Looking good. And we'll do a fence around this too as well. How do you prevent people from moving out of your town? Well, you got to look at what you're missing. So I say use the info views. So what people want, they want, well, a few things that attribute to happiness. So just pulling what we can see in this game. Let's get out of this real quick. So fair taxes, you got to make sure your taxes are reasonable. You have to make sure that you have city services. So reliable schooling, reliable health care, police care, or police coverage, fire coverage. A lot of those things can, or at least getting that in check will help minimize the chances of people moving out. It's not a fix-all, but it's a start. And it's worth trying to fix. So I'd look into those things for trying to push leisure or anything like that. Too, if they're bored, they're not going to stay. If you don't have anything fun for them to do, there's no reason for them to stay. Whoa. You gotta think about it as if it was you, right? Would you live in your city in its current condition? I put here, kind of like these park benches. So let's go ahead and oh shoot. Well, here, let's get these. Put some of these down. And then, actually, you know what we can do instead? Let's make this a part of this apartment complex. So we've got, let's see, which one looks like the Japanese pack one? I think probably this one, right? Yeah, that's probably the closest one. There you go. Now it's part of their area. Right, and we can get some parasols. Right. Or, you speak Spanish, parasol. So what's it for? Parasol. You know the sun's coming from the opposite side. There you go. This kind of makes looks like it's part of that apartment complex, right? Ooh, get one of these too. Look at that. Sandbox for kids that live here or something. Let's get rid of hodgepodge of things there. All right, digging it. So real quick, before we get caught up too much in detailing, let's go ahead and do a little bit of terraforming so we can prep ourselves for what we're going to be doing next. So let's drag this out. Yeah, I don't want to lose that. Just going to continue this out real quick. That, break that down. Then bring this straight out here, because there's no reason for that to be curved. Now that I'm seeing that. Not quite sure where I was going with it way back when, but I am now seeing it is not the best move. Alright, ton of parks. Education is maxed. Healthcare is good. Crime is low. Fire coverage? What's your fire coverage like? Do you have transportation? Unemployment's at 20%. I mean, that could be a part of it. Probably don't have enough businesses to meet the demand for housing. That's another thing that can impact your population. That's gonna look good. Wonder if we should. Nah, let's turn this into a key wall. Just continue that all the way through here. Let's key that up. Key that up. Be interesting to put a little pier here, though. Let's see if we can. I know we've got these. What would that look like? Just out of curiosity. Not great. Alright, let's get rid of that. I know there's like a park that doubles as a pier. I wonder if it's one of these. It's a tourist attraction. Dockyard. There you go. Let's put that there. No, it would not be good to put that there. Alright. It's gotta be a dock style building. Dock. Guess not. Alright, well, let's make our own then. Wide pier. Let's just put it down, and then let's go ahead and use our manipulation tool here. Control H that to street level. Boom. Why is that curved out? Weird. Let's try that again. Just get 90 degrees out. There we go. I think that works right there. Select that, select that. Control H that to there. There we go. There we go. That looks better. Not enough educated workers, so maybe just need more residential zones. Try to remember, there used to be a policy in Remastered where you can boost education. I think. Yeah, you'll want to. I think it's the city ones. Won't find it here on this game, but look at city policies, and there'll be some other things. I don't remember exactly which ones were available, but check it out. Try messing with the policies. Sometimes that helps. Sometimes it doesn't. So you just kind of have to see what sticks. Alright, let's get some benches out here. Let's use the, instead of using find it, let's just use the props that we've got here. Commercial props. Debris. Yeah, of course. Glad I could help. Kiosk. Whoa. Hello? Alright, let's put a kiosk right here at the edge. Like a little shop there. Little potted plant. Boop. And I know we got some benches. So do the garden bench. Just because it's wooden, I think that'll fit a lot better there. There we go. Let's rotate that around. Bench there, bench there. Just put a trash receptacle there. Awesome. We'll just leave that there. Kind of do its thing. Let's get some bushes. Put some of the there we go. Some of these palms in here. These look kind of nice. Oh no! Forgot to turn off anarchy. So back we go. Turn off anarchy. There we go. Paint those in. I don't know if I like that, but we're just gonna go with it for now. So I really don't have any other palm trees or anything in that area. But let's go ahead and smooth all this out. That terrain working for us. Ooh. There we go. That looks a little better. No reason why we can't have that looking like that. I think that's good. Look at that. Taking care of a lot of parking in this area. I think that's going to look a lot better now. So Spooner, ooh, actually, Spooner has 85 failed parking situations. 84. So let's take a look at, oh yeah, Laurel Street. Alright, I think we need a parking lot here. I know we've got this park here. Let's move that. Oh, there's people there. I don't want to delete that. 20 households, 30. Oh, shoot. We can put parking in there. We're so desperate to find parking spaces. Oh, what's that? Modular service block. I wonder if we can make it work like that. No. We'll put parking on this side. No. What we'll do, scooch that over here using the correct tools, and then we'll add parking. There. Watch that fill up super quick. It's gonna take no time for that to fill up. Whoa, we do that? I didn't know I could upgrade the streets like that. Oh, hell yeah. Add coconut palm trees? Yeah, poplar. Those poplar trees look like they're dying. Birch trees. Birch is kind of nice. Definitely not pine. Definitely not alder. Apple trees? No, that'll be messy. Hickory? Too big. Laurel fig trees. look. Yeah, let's go with the laurel fig trees. Didn't realize we can upgrade it like that. All the way down, just like that. And then I know we've got these grates. So if we look at decals, the tree grate, that's not gonna work. Yeah, can't because of the edge of the road. That's fine. We'll leave it as is. Is it snowing? Oh my god, it's snowing. Uh-oh. Are we maxed out? Battery depleted. Yeah. There we go. Because of the weather. Let's take a look at electricity. Hopefully we're still okay. Oh, availability is not great. Oh, but we're importing. So we're generating our own, importing. We're okay. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I kind of want to change this whole farming area up. It's a little clunky. Let's keep going here. Dang, I think it's really hard to build in winter. It's kind of neat the cars get covered up in snow, though. My bad. Just making dinner plans right now. Alright, so we got to fill this in, but we also want to. Where's my mouse? There it is. Want to increase our. What's it called? We want to make more people want to come here. So we're looking at our. Hold on, where's that fancy hotel over here? Yeah, this company is struggling. So, out of the 6,800 rooms, we're just renting out one. So, I want to try to get more people to move or to come visit. A lot of that has to do with what we have available to make it interesting for people to even come here. So, tourist attractions. Do we have tourist attractions? We do not, but we can go ahead and unlock that. So our university, our community college, ooh, that is starting to fill up too. But it doesn't have a sports park, so why don't we give it one? So let's go into here. Large sports parks. Basketball center. Let's see what that looks like. Just looks like 2 outdoor basketball courts. Let's try something else. Apex climbing. 35 plus indoor recreation. I like that. Sports Hub Pavilion. What does this say? Destination for outdoor sports and entertainment awaits. Live sports broadcasts on a giant screen. Explore a variety of food stands offering culinary delights and relax in our outdoor seating area. Game set match. Ooh. Sports park complex. That's a little too big. Let's see. I kind of like the size of this one. And what we can do is have traffic come in from here and using our parking roads. Have one-way traffic come in from here, one-way traffic go out right over at this intersection there. So let's do that. Oh, do we want parking on both sides though? Let's make sure everything's flat over here. Flat as it can be. Alright. I think we might have to level this up to a normal road. There we go. And then we'll get our... Where's the parking road? There we go. And then we'll do our one-way alley. Just... There we go. That's going to be our parking for this area. And let's go ahead and get that park. So, yeah, let's do that. Because now we've got street parking and we've got event center parking, so that'll work out. Then we will turn that into part of our loop here. Let's switch that up here. Let's check this out. So we've got an indoor facility on either side and outdoor facilities as well. Interesting. Not sure how I feel about this parking out front. I think I'm gonna just do one side. Parking on one side. Let's do angular, but no parking on the off side. Let's see, how can I do that? Alright, well, let's just do this. Road builder, select, and no parking. Perfect. There you go. That works. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna bring that into play here. Let's grab this road here. Let's turn this into dedicated lanes. So we'll get, first off, stretch this back a little bit. Let's bring this back a little bit here as well. Bring this corner back a little bit. Bring this corner back a bit too. Make that a little bit of a bigger intersection there. There we go. Now we can go in here and look at our lane connector tool. Let's get rid of all the unsafe turns. I'm not going to go left, you're just going to go straight and right. It's going to be dedicated left, dedicated left. That's got to do all three. Dedicated left, dedicated left, dedicated left. Yep. And yep. Okay, perfect. Don't have any street lights yet. No need for street lights at this time. It's not going to worry about that yet. Can't really add grass if I can't see it. So, Spooner Island's looking pretty full. I kind of like the layout of the streets where it's a little bit less organized, I guess if you want to put it one way. Do have a little bit more I need to do out here though. Part of me really doesn't want to use that road there, but kind of have to at this point. I could change that to a regular road as well. Or even alleyway. Yeah, let's do an alleyway. Trying different things and seeing what sticks, you know? Sometimes you really just gotta play with it a little bit. Sorry. Dinner plans are happening. Alright, let's take zoning off of the street here real quick. Put it back over to these roads. Probably get rid of zoning here. Just because of the type of street it is. So let's switch this up. Let's do JP mixed and see if we can find. Is there a 6x6? No, 6 by. Let's do 4 by 4, 4 by 6. I see one. Not a fan of that. want a big old tower on that. Oh, let's see. How does it look? It's overlapping. There's nothing overlapping. What are you talking about? Let's go ahead and anarchy this in. Do we like that? Yeah, sure. Let's go with it. And it adds parking, which we are severely lacking in this area. Which is kind of nice. 62 households. Definitely need room for a lot more people as well. U mixed, NA mixed. Oh, dude, there's no way. I mean, what buildings are we missing out on? And, yeah, some of these are actually kind of cool. Yeah, the UK mixed suburban shops. That one's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Yeah. Do you want to switch it up and then put the Villa Anticas out here? Nah, we'll save that for a different side of town. Alright, let's get back to it. JP mixed. Let's do level 5. Screw it. 5, 3 by 8. There we go. See, I don't want too many of the same buildings. 5, 3 by 6. I can go with that. Also, see, I also don't want all the parking on that side. I mean, all these people pretty much immediately moved in. Let's see, 3 by 6. No, there's a 4 by 6. I think there was a 3 by 5, right? Yeah, there is. That doesn't fit. Doesn't fit the aesthetic. Yeah, just not sure how I feel about all that parking back there. Alright, let's upgrade this. I like this. This is good look. Actually, don't mind it. Appreciate the parking being back here. Let's go ahead. Add some trees in here as usual. did I switch? Or did I have? I think I had birch, right? No. Didn't have birch. What the hell did I have? Linden? Oh boy. There we go. Just go with linden. So all the people moving in. We'll be using their parking. Wah, 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 wah. Alright. Let's terraform this out a little bit. That's funny. That's the same height. Straight. There we go. Right. Gonna make this connection here. Actually, I don't know if I want to make that connection there. Yeah, let's not make that connection there. Because then we're gonna have a whole bunch of traffic coming this way and it's gonna get all screwy. Let's get rid of that crosswalk there. Let's mess with this a little bit here. Bring that back. Bring this back a smidge. Bring this back a smidge. Bring this back a smidge. There we go. Actually, would this benefit from a roundabout? I think this might. Zoom medium. Oh, I gotta be careful of that building though. I think that's okay. Let's get rid of the trees that are just on the edge there. There you go. I think this is a little funky though. This is the road widths here. I think we can just upgrade this. Downgrade that. Oh shoot. There we go, that looks a lot better. And I think we should probably upgrade that as well. Nah, looks like it'll get a little tricky. Alright. I think we'll roll with this for a little bit. Try and see how that works out traffic wise. We're gonna get rid of this crossing though. So we're only gonna have a crossing there and there. So that way people that are coming through here. Oh wait, you're gonna cross right there. Okay. That's fine. Honestly, it's better they cross there than at the roundabout. So let's get rid of that crossing there. We'll add a crossing here. I do want to add a crossing here. What the? There we go. Alright, way too many crossings here. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of... I think that's good for now. Alright. It's got RBV there. I feel like I should have a connection here, though. So that's a long road for all this to be going on its own back here. We need to have something here. What we could do is do a one-way, go in the opposite direction here. So go in this direction instead. Yeah, that way people go around, go the other way. Ooh, but I don't want parking on these streets. Damn. Alright, that's fine. I guess. Alright, we'll leave that as is. Let's back this up a little bit. Clean this up. There we go. Ooh, I've got high density offices now. What? That's exciting. Now, we've got a lot of residential and commercial on this island. We don't have offices. So if we take a look, where are we at? Employees. Uneducated. There's a little bit of unemployment on this island. It's not horrible. If we go to city stats, let's go to workplaces. Let's take a look at Spooner Islands. Total employee count, total jobs. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Let's look at the workforce. I think this is the one I was actually looking for. Unemployed 70. Not horrible. But it is 1% of our population. But it's going down. It's going down slowly. Got more poorly educated and educated adults. So maybe we could put a little office in here. So let's look at buildings, office. Let's do low. Office here, office there. Let's do level 5 or level 3 office. Oh, there's a 4x3. It's not going to fit. Level 5. 2x4. There's no 4x2s, which is kind of boo-boo. 3x2. kind of fits. Kind of fits the area. Let's see, office 2x2. 2x2. Bonus office. Oh, wait a tick. Do you like the US Southwest office? What side needs to be pointing at the street? That one. Okay. It's a wee bit tall. I think we'll go with this one. Shoot. Alright, let's just place it, and then we'll go in here and move it around. Right, I think that will work just fine. Oh, maybe a little bit more. Yep, there we go. Then we'll select this guy, just move it on out a little bit. Very nice. And then let's grab this. Let's fix this surface area. No! Damn it. Damn, that sucks. Gotta find that again. Alright. Brick? Tile services? Shoot, which one was it? Wasn't this one? No, that's not it. Dang. Wasn't that one, but I kind of like it. So I guess a blessing in disguise. I guess. Just gonna put multiple thingies in here. There we go. That looks nice. Shoot, yeah, this would be a great spot to have a tram come through here, right? Damn right. Right. Let's cancel that. I see. Let's grab one of these real quick. Use this one. Let's try reusing that. We'll just kind of follow the edge of the road here. There we go. And let's follow this. Oop, follow this underneath the road. Oh. Alright, gotta be exact here. So where the edge of the road is. Alright, we'll roll with that. I think that'll do. And then we have to draw in some lines, because otherwise vehicles might just drive over it. So let's go to our net lanes. Net lanes. Road marking net lanes. We are going to choose the white lanes. There we go. Alright, we'll choose continuous. Turn off all that. There you go. Then add one more. Should we continue this? There we go. Nice. Digging that. Honestly, I think it's supposed to be yellow. I think it's supposed to be yellow, but we'll just go with white marking. A little easier to manage. Alright, let's just do this. I like that. That looks good. That looks good. Alright, got this little spot that we can fix. There we go. A little bit more. Right there. Perfect. Oh man, that looks so good. Dude, Spooner Island is really coming together. Just saying. Just saying. I think we're gonna get a little lazy here. There we go. Can't detail the heck out of everything, you know? Sometimes you just have to be okay with a little bit of foliage. There we go. Dang, are Many people waiting for the bus right now? 34 waiting, 35. 58, 66, 73. Oh, we're gonna need. Oh, actually, no. We're good. I think this bus is just carrying a lot of people that are coming over here. Yeah, there's still tons of passengers waiting. Another bus coming. Alright, I think we need to upgrade this line. Add another vehicle. So we're already back up to 100 passengers waiting, so yeah, got a lot of people living here, which is kind of neat. Also messes with our traffic and transport. Alright, so tourism. This area is looking good for tourism. So, city attractiveness is still kind of low. I mean, average nightly hotel cost $241 is kind of high. What's all this love making over here? What are these people happy about? What was I doing? Don't remember what I was doing. Oh man. And I was looking at buses. What was I looking at? Wow, I am totally blanking out. This is bad. I don't remember where I was going. What was I doing? College is already full. Or just about. What was I looking at? What was I looking at? Chat, help me out. What was I saying? Thanks for like, by the way. I just don't remember what I was saying. Dang. Alright. Was I talking about parking? No. I don't know what I was talking about anymore. Oh well. Alright, medium density residential. Let's go with L5. Level 5. Level 5. 4x4. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. 4x6. Let's anarchy this in real quick and then we'll move it around a little bit. There we go. Let's do that. Anarchy is off. Good, 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 good. What the? What? Stack these trees on top of each other. I don't know how the heck I did that. That was kind of funny. Anarchy. 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 Okay, this is getting tricky. Kind of want to put. One, I don't want parking there. I don't want people parking there. Is there a parking space? Kind of looks like there is, right? Let's see. Road builder. This is template. Oh, no parking. Okay, cancel, cancel, cancel. Alright, then let's go ahead and use move it. Ooh. Oh, you know, it's not move it I want to use. It's this guy. Upgrade. I'll move it so that way that is even. There we go. And what am I going to put over here? I have no idea. Oh, actually, the Eastern European block would have been good. Shoot, is there anywhere I can fit this? I don't want to put it back here, so that doesn't make any sense. It's not going to fit here. Crap. It's what, 3 wide? Right? Is it 3 wide? Yeah, it's 3 wide. Don't want to really blocking everything. It's kind of unsightly building too. I just put it over on this side. Yeah. It's crazy how this college is filled up though. It's not bad. Services, let's look at education again. Let's bump that up to 106. Make it a little bit more efficient. It's funny how we still only have about 14,000 people living here. It's not a whole lot, despite all the zoning additions we've made. Let's go ahead and try to do a little some here. I say let's get rid of that. I think some row houses would fit all right in here. If we do, let's see. So let's get rid of zoning here. And let's find what's the northeast, or what's it? Let's try top filters. So northeast pack, lot width 2, 2x2, building level 5. Ew, I hate that. That does not look good. Ooh, okay, but not really gonna work with this area. Medium left, medium. No. Let's try French pack. No, French pack isn't gonna work. Chinese low? No. So medium residential. That medium. Turn that off. This might work actually. Yeah, level 5 corner. So that's the roadside. Corner. It's the other corner. Okay. Oh, but I don't like that there's... No, those are windows. Those aren't gates. Alright. Medium. Oh, hello. Hello. Come on. Alright, maybe I can fit Japanese 2+2 or 2x2 in here. Come on now. Alright, plop that down. How does that look? Little awkward. But I think if we can bring this out a little bit, it might look okay. No, it's not gonna work. It doesn't look horrible. 7 households, 8. Yeah, it doesn't look horrible. Just looks a little funny. Let's bring this out a little bit, all the way down to the end there. Same thing here. Let's bring this all the way out to the end. don't mind how that looks. Yeah, I don't mind how that looks. But honestly, I don't know if we should have residential out here where all this is going to be. I say we think that over. In the meantime, I think we're going to call it here, folks. So we've, I guess, not really done a whole lot. Did increase our households up by, I think, 400. So probably another about 500 residents in growth, which isn't too bad. And we on this waterfront a little bit more. Still have a little bit more detailing I want to do in some of these areas, like right there where that parking lot is, but we detailed this area. This is all custom made here, just to add to this apartment complex. This is all custom made in here as well. We've continued all through here. Don't even remember what this building is. Oh, it's a high school. Sports area. I think we're gonna have to put this elsewhere. I don't think that's gonna fit. Oh, we got the high school there. We've added these buildings here on the ends, added some textures. We're on the side there. Yeah, I think it's overall looking pretty decent. Add that fencing there. So we transform this a little bit more. There we go. Not a huge fan that it's a immediate drop into the water, but we added some fences there too, all the way across, so you can see that there. Oh, do we have to fix this one? Weird. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of strange. It's kind of doing it over here too. I wonder if I just level this terrain out, if that's going to help. But yeah, it does help a little bit. There we go. That fixes that. Man, it's a lot better. Yeah, filled all this in. Did a little bit of editing on some of these roofs. If you missed that, make sure to rewatch it towards the beginning. Added a few more parking spaces. We changed this up. We added in this this pier. So that pier is kind of nice out there. Added some trees in there. Changed some colors on some of these buildings. And I'm really enjoying how this is all looking, how it's coming together. So Spooner Island is going to be a pretty awesome place to live, where there's still plenty of things to do. You can go to the movies. Did I even put a cinema? Let's see. I don't think I did. That's what I could put over on this area. Theater. Movie? No All buildings. Service building. Prop. Yeah. I don't think we have a theater. Oh, yeah, there is. Theater actor mansion. That's a mansion, though. Somebody's residence. So, yeah, not quite what we're looking for. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out. I'm sure there's something you can put in. Restaurant, club. I know there's a club of some sort. Somewhere in here. There you go. That's a gelato cafe. Steakhouse. Place's kitchen. Eclipse nightlife. There we go. That right over here, right, or somewhere over here. Nightclub at the end of town. Right? Yeah, we'll figure that out. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining in tonight. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to check out some future content or even some old stuff too. You could do that. Just had someone in here earlier who was checking out some of the older videos from the PS4 days. And yeah, lots of helpful tips in there if you want to check those out. Lots of helpful tips in these new ones too. So again, check it out. Leave a comment, subscribe, like, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everybody. Bye.